Cyberpunk Phantom Liberty, Nitepunk. The new course is available at Letsynthesize Academy.
Yo, the Larson here, welcome to the new Synthesize Sunday episode, and today I want to talk about Nitepunk. There is a link below for my Patreon if you want to grab this project, and also to my academy if you want to learn more about music production. Right, so here is the drums. One interesting part here is I dropped an overdrive on the drums and actually on the basses too. So let me show you how they sound without these. I could have used a compressor too, but honestly I love the raw sound, you know, this dirty sound that the overdrive. Now they are on pretty low dry wet level, so around 25, so this is just basically giving an extra layer of craziness on top of these sounds, but I really love what it does to it. So be careful, this is not the most ideal way to fatten up your stuff, but here I like it. Okay, so when you come up with the drums, what I did is I used a dummy track and I was able to come up with a nice rhythm for the chops. So you can use whatever rhythm for this as a dummy track that you can replace later with actual bass chops. So this is a great way to come up with nice ideas. So let's start the basses with the compressed sine wave. So let me show you a nice little trick. By the way, I used Vital for all these sounds that I'm presenting today. So let's use basic shapes with a sine wave and some white noise, but the level is too high here. And the cool part here is that I was able to use a notch fader, and it's important to put it on the bass frequencies. And before that, I had to distort this heavily and maybe use a post fader, you know, to get rid of the very high. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so if you play around with the notch fader here, you can create different timbres because as you kill some parts of the low end, a lot less energy is coming to or going into the distortion, and that creates a different sound. And if you apply a sync and just, you know, crank this up just a little bit, you can create extra harmonics. And now if you play around with the notch, you have even more options to create this little nice compressed sine waves. And after that I had to apply this EQ to get rid of the low or the mids, make it fit in the mix a lot better. Okay, so we got the compressed sine wave, the drums with the dummy track. Now it is time to create the chops. So it was very simple. I shared a few, like around 20 Vital presets on my Patreon below. Go to the link if you want to grab them. And then I added 3 instances of OTTs and this high pass modulation to create this, well, you can call these mud pies. So the goal was to not have only these distorted noises, but some actual bass characteristics. This is why I use actual basses. Let me show you the pure preset. And then this one. Nice little sounds. So then I resampled these. So here are the 2 recordings, and I started chopping up these sounds based on the dummy track. So actually this was really simple. All I had to do is let me create a new audio track. You know, I took this one and I just follow the MIDI notes. It is a lot easier to come up with ideas with a single saw instead of these crazy chops. So this is why I first created the dummy track and then I replaced them with actual chops. So first I want to create this note here. So get rid of all the others and let's listen back what we have now. Okay, I'm not really into this lasery sound, so cycle it further. I'm pushing Ctrl and Shift, and if I want to scroll free, I had to push Alt with that too. I don't know the keys on Mac, but you'll figure it out, I'm sure. Okay, then I copied that here, try to find a different one. Okay, let's do the same thing but with a longer note, as you can see here. Just find a little more characteristic kind of sound. Yeah, it's cool. And you know, just keep going, and when you've done that, just replace some of them to a different one from this chop, or you can use actual bass presets to, you know, replace some of these chops. And when I was done with that, I had to use some vocal chops. You can see that I didn't want to have the very lows, simply because the overdrive just makes it crazy, and I want to have a lot dirtier sound instead of just, you know, overcrunch sound. This is why I got rid of the lows and almost the mids too, like around 250 Hz, and then overdrive it. Okay, so this is all, and I think they sound pretty good together. Right, so grab this project from my Patreon below with tons of other stuff and some cool presets, and here for my academy if you want to dig deeper into music production. See you guys next time. Peace!